Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
So are there people that are smart people that are circumventing VADA right now in the world of boxing? The answer is yes.
Now, you said that in the tweet.
This is important. All right. If what really needs to happen is 24/7, 365. Now, to start this movement, I basically paid for two of the three boxers that have ever done this in history, $20,000 a piece out of my own pocket, trying to get this movement of 24/7, 365 started. I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford. I could not get now. Understand that when I'm making this offer to them, they already have fights and they're already enrolled in VADA testing at that time. What I'm trying to get them to do is when that fight ends, to show the world that you're not on drugs, enter a 24/7, 365. Then when you fight a fighter coming up, then he has to join the pool, and hopefully you can get enough of these guys to get the movement started that you'll have some of the people that do make millions of dollars and can't afford to do it and want to help clean up the sport that will enroll in 24/7, 365. Now, even with me offering sponsorship, I have had a difficult time trying to get my own SNAC fighters to do what I'm telling you that I'm attempting to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, welcome to another episode of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I'm your host, Manager Marty. Welcome. Come on in. Before you grab a seat, please grab a plate. Grab a plate. I have some food that I want to serve you. Some food for thought. If you're watching the replay of this live, I welcome you. Please feel free to give me your perspective and feedback in the comment section below. Double salute to all of the members of the Roll the Tape film crew, supervisors of the Roll the Tape film crew, the members of this channel, all of you viewers that's watching on the East Coast, the Dirty South, the West Coast, Midwest, and all parts of the world. I appreciate your viewership as the viewership is increasing exponentially. Now, I want to make sure that we start this show off right. I'm going right in, y'all. No chaser. Now, I played an excerpt of something that Victor Conti told me. I'm just going to go by what he told me. And y'all just heard it, some of you that were here just now. And it's unfortunate that we have to come to this, but we are here now. The more I try to educate people, right, the more supporters I get. And hopefully we have some supporters in here today that can recall that I've been talking about this entire anti-doping movement. I've been researching and conducting investigative research for over 15 years. And I waited to the right time to speak on it after building an audience up here on YouTube. And time again, it never ceases to amaze me that we end up in a place where I have to use the word expose in my YouTube title. But this is why they call me Mr. Roll the Tape. I want to refresh your memory if you were here when Victor Conti was here in December of 2023. You remember that? If you weren't here, that's fine. I'm going to catch you up to speed right now. Victor Conti, the owner and founder of ZMA Products, SNAC Products, and of course, the SNAC program. It's not probably really called the SNAC program. That's something that I kind of made famous. But he is a self-proclaimed sports nutritionist. Let me go on and put the advertisement on the screen. We're going to start the show off right now. We're here now. SNAC system. I'm going to read it to you if you can't read it on your screen. This is the Instagram account. This is something that I screenshotted. I screenshotted this literally 2 years ago. So don't worry about the post, the followers, and the following numbers that you see. But I'm trying to bring you all up to speed, and I'm laying the foundation so that we can get down to the nitty-gritty. SNAC system. Victor Conti's sports nutrition company. SNAC offers products that improve your level of fitness, help lose fat, build muscle, and enhance performance. Now, we know that Devin Haney has been with Victor Conti for years in his SNAC program. And we also know every fight that he has had under Victor Conti's SNAC program, and it's about a little over 10 of them at this point, probably 11 or 12 now, but over 10 professional bouts. At least that's what Victor Conti told me. That Devin Haney's performances have been enhanced. Now that we got that out the way, we also understand that Victor Conti, and I have to show my face to talk about this topic. You know, other content creators on YouTube, not going to name drop. I gotta show a little bit of my eye when I say this part. Most of them wasn't even talking about SNAC before I got here 2 years ago. Most of them wasn't even talking about VADA before I got here 2 years ago. Most of them wasn't even talking about Victor Conti before I got here 2 years ago. I just wanted to make sure I make that clear. Now, with that being said, when you hear them speak on this topic, all of them, when you hear them, all you got to do is think of Manager Marty. That's all you have to do. And if you are a content creator and you have been speaking on this, VADA, Victor Conti, SNAC, or all of the above, make sure you say my name when you talk about it. I be listening, I hear what y'all be saying. And 90% of the things that you are saying, I know for a fact that you've learned from this channel, that you've learned from me. Now, I know somebody gonna say, I know it. I already know it. I see it coming. Manager Marty, how do you know? I told you all yesterday, when I speak on anything publicly, you know I have the proof. Now, enough with the hugs, handshakes, and Valentine's Day cards. We also know that Victor Conti, his words, not mine. And I have the tape queued up in case anybody in my live chat tell me that I'm lying. I have it all. It's right here. I'll play it for you. In case anybody in my comment section say that I'm lying, I have the tape queued up right here. Victor Conti, his words, not mine. He has been actively involved with helping form and start VADA. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what he said. Most of you are here when I played the audio of him admitting that in 2010. All I'm saying right now is that Victor Conti is closely knit and influential with VADA. We know that today as a fact. With that being said, let me bring you up to speed. When Victor Conti was here talking to me in December of 2023, I'm going to play the tape again. I'm going to roll the tape. Most of you were here already about 10 minutes ago, but some of you are coming to class late, and it's okay. Just come on in. Don't interrupt the class. Just come on in, grab your plate, and grab your seat. I got some food that I want to serve you. Victor Conti said these words when he was talking to me. December 27, 2023. I'm going to play it back for you now so that we all can be on the same page. And then I want to play some other excerpts and show you some information. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
So are there people that are smart people that are circumventing VADA right now in the world of boxing? The answer is yes. Now,
you said that in the tweet.
Because this is important. All right. If what really needs to happen is 24/7, 365. Now, to start this movement, I basically paid for 2 of the 3 boxers that have ever done this in history, $20,000 a piece out of my own pocket, trying to get this movement of 24/7, 365 started. I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford. I could not get now. Understand that when I'm making this offer to them, they already have fights and they're already enrolled in VADA testing at that time. What I'm trying to get them to do is when that fight ends, to show the world that you're not on drugs, enter a 24/7, 365. Then when you fight a fighter coming up, then he has to join the pool. Hopefully you can get enough of these guys to get the movement started that you'll have some of the people that do make millions of dollars and can't afford to do it and want to help clean up the sport that will enroll in 24/7, 365. Now, even with me offering sponsorship, I have had a difficult time trying to get my own SNAC fighters to do what I'm telling you that I'm attempting to do.
Did y'all hear that? I just want to make sure we can do an audio check. Did you all hear the audio with that? Did y'all hear that? Can I get a yes or a no in the chat? Can I get a yes or no in the comment section below? I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Did you all hear that? I don't ask for much. It's just yes or no. Y'all heard it? Good. Victor Conti told me in December of 2023, that was the interview that I had with him the first time that he came up here on this platform. Y'all heard him. He told me face to face that he has been trying his best to resume this program called 24/7, 365 testing through VADA. Y'all heard him say just now, he offered to pay for the testing by offering sponsorship opportunities. His words, not mine. I offered it to Crawford. I offered it to Haney. I offered it to Spence. I've had a difficult time, even though I'm offering to sponsor and pay for it myself, out of my own pocket. I've had a difficult time with getting my own SNAC fighters to enroll in 24/7, 365 VADA testing. That's what Victor Conti told me in December of 2023. What a difference a year make. Because I challenged Victor Conti, not in that video, not in that first interview, because I let him talk in the first interview. I wanted him to feel comfortable talking to me. He did not want to be, his words, not mine, in a hostile environment when he talked to me. That was a prerequisite of him coming up here, because he saw a lot of my videos. He saw how passionate and genuine that I am with regards to promoting clean sport in boxing. And I get animated when I'm passionate about a specific topic. I do. And this is one of them. And so he didn't really want that type of smoke when he came up here. And obviously when he came up here the first time, he was assured that there would not be that type of environment for him, which was one of the strategies that I used to get him to open up. Bottom line is this: what a difference a year made. it was so difficult to get his own SNAC fighters to be a part of 24/7, 365 VADA testing. I threw out the challenge flag on him and the SNAC fighters after he told me that. Excuse me. Even had Victor Conti come up a second time, 5 to 6 days after the first time he came up here. Y'all know why I have the hoodie on, don't you? Most of you know what that means when I have the hoodies on, right? Okay, now, not only did I do that, but I also made a phone call. Most of you were here. Y'all remember. Some of you wasn't, and that's fine. I'm going to bring you up to speed. 2 months after Victor Conti came up to this platform, right here, live in living color, the second time. 2 months later, I picked up the phone and I called the other founder of VADA, Dr. Margaret Goodman. Y'all remember that? I asked her about 24/7, 365 testing. And you know what she told me? In February of 2024, she said, it should happen. She admitted that there was no such thing as 24/7, 365 testing, because I am the one that basically had to reel her in to say that, to educate you. And when did she say that? When I asked her about in competition and out of competition testing. Y'all remember that? Some of you were here. And if you were not here live, I've put out multiple videos. Go on my platform when this show is over. Go on there and you'll see. I put out video after video after video showing that she said it, not her words, not mine, that out of competition testing doesn't take place through VADA. Now, what would make me allow her to get comfortable enough to tell you all that? Because I told y'all even after that, that 24/7, 365 testing through VADA is a hoax. You remember that? I told you all that a few months ago at the beginning of this year. And I know Punch Drunk Boxing have no beef with the guy. He repeated my words verbatim in his videos. And we know where he got that from. How we know he got that from me? Because he repeated another quote from me right after that. When I say, they know I know, he repeated that. This is not about him. I have the tape if you don't believe. I'm just putting it out there because I've been speaking on this for a while now. Now, there was some evidence, some documentary evidence that I published on the screen in one of the lives that I did. I'm going to show you. Go and look at your screen now. A couple months ago, this year, January the 4th, 2025. Y'all remember this? Some of y'all were here. See, the title says Devin Haney team exposed by VADA. We were talking about the same thing that we're talking about now, but I'm adding an extra piece of evidence this morning that you all didn't know about. But before we get there, let me make sure I double salute the sponsors of this show this morning. Double salute to my guy, Jay Mills. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Jay Mills says in the super chat, a little something for the stove. Appreciate you, Jay Mills. plugging up the air fryer. Then I also have to double salute my guy. He's a member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. My guy, All Things. Thank you for your contribution and your support, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Now, on January the 4th, 2025, right, I did a live. When this live go back off, please go and fact check me. Please go back and conduct your own independent research and go on my channel. Go on the live. You see the title, Devin Haney Team Exposed by VADA. And you'll see the evidence that I posted. I'm going to post it again for the scope of this illustration today. And the reason why I did a live on January the 4th, 2025, come on and look at your screen now. Go on and look at it. Because 2 days before that, on January the 2nd, 2025, look at your screen. I'm going to read it to you if you can't. VADA posted on their X, formerly known as Twitter account. And this is what they said. VADA testing welcomes Devin Haney to our 24/7, 365 program that will extend to January 2nd, 2026. Y'all see that? Now, why would they put that up? Why would VADA speak about their 24/7, 365 program and welcoming Devin Haney? Well, the reason why is because a few weeks before that, I start talking about Victor Conti and VADA again. And literally, about 3 or 4 days before they tweeted that, I did a live. I conducted a live right here on my show. And I said 24/7, 365 testing through VADA is a hoax. Y'all remember that? Do some of y'all remember that? So this was their rebuttal. Some of y'all might not even remember that. This was their rebuttal. December 2024. Some of y'all might not remember that. And that's okay. It's okay. I'm about to pull the tape up for you. I'm about to get you some evidence because I know that's what we do here. I'm going to get it for you. Hold on. Don't worry. While we're waiting for me to present that, let's present what Victor Conti said. Go on and look at your screen. I'll give y'all a little minute to read that. I screenshotted it because that was something that I posted on the live that day. That's why you see my Cash App at the bottom. Y'all see that? That was on the same day. So when VADA posted this on their Twitter account, X, formerly known as Twitter account, on January the 2nd, 2025. Y'all see that on your screen? When they posted this, real Devin Haney, they welcomed Devin Haney to their 24/7, 365 program that will extend to January 2nd, 2026. Right after that, Victor Conti, he then published on his ex, formerly known as Twitter account. Okay? I'm going to give y'all a little bit of time to read that so we can be on the same page. All right, if you can't read it, I'm going to read it for you. These are Victor Conte's words. Devin Haney is the only pro boxer in the world doing 24/7, 365 drug testing. Hopefully, more boxers will be willing to do year-round testing and provide leadership for the clean boxing movement. That's what Victor Conte said right after VADA put their tweet out. So it's interesting to me that after I did that live, all of a sudden now they wanted to respond to the live that I did when I said 365 24/7 testing is a hoax through VADA in December 30th to be exact, 2024. Some of you were here, y'all remember this, right? And the thing about it is this. I'm going to play an excerpt of what I said in the live 2 days after reading these tweets on January the 4th. I'm going to show you again right here. Look on your screen. That's the screenshot of it. Because I told y'all, even before and after that 24/7, 365 testing through VADA was a hoax. Some people believed it, and some people didn't. And I get that too. Now, let's be clear on the reason why I said that. Look at your screen, please. We're going to read it together. This is from VADA's own website. I have it highlighted. It might look a little blurry, but I screenshotted it. I have it highlighted. I did my homework. This is from VADA. Professional athletes will volunteer to be subject to unannounced testing at any time during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. Y'all see that? In other words, there is no such thing as out of competition testing. When a professional boxer is not in competition, they're not being tested through VADA. They're not being tested for PEDs. They're not being tested for illegal substances. They're not being tested for steroids. They're not being tested for any of these performance enhancement drugs that are listed on the prohibited substance list. They're only tested, according to VADA's website now. I didn't Photoshop this. I don't know how to Photoshop, but I know how to screenshot. You see that? They only test anytime, unannounced, during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. That's what their website said. Big Dog 913 in the chat? You said every time you click on this channel is negative. No, this is positive. It's positive information. You ain't gonna find it nowhere else. That's why I'm glad you're here. This is not negative information. See, it's negative when it's filled with drama and toxicity, when it's lies and manipulation. That's all negative. We deal with the truth over here. Don't get mad at us, big dog. Don't get mad at me and the Roller Tape Film Crew. Don't get mad at us. We need answers. Double salute to Jab Queen Boxing. She's a member of the channel, supervisor of the Roller Tape Film Crew. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Jab Queen Boxing says this in the super chat. Good morning. The truth can't be silenced. Keep going. You see that, big dog, 913? The people are telling me to keep telling the truth and educating. Don't get mad at us. See, Victor Conti told us that he had a difficult time getting his own SNAC fighters to enroll in 24/7, 365 testing after he even agreed to pay for the testing all year round. And he mentioned Devin Haney's name. Not I. He said, I offered it to Crawford. I offered it to Haney. That's what he said. But Bill Haney been running around here telling everybody for years that Devin Haney was enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing. But here it is, the sports nutritionist told us otherwise. I just want to make sure we clear on that, bro. I'm not making any of this up. You see, because we talking about Devin Haney, I guess, all of a sudden now it's negative. And that's okay. We appreciate your viewership. You part of the 2.4 million views. Thank you. I'm not mad at you. I'm glad you're here because you're going to learn something today. Like you learning something now on your screen. VADA's website said they don't do out-of-competition testing. They only test at any time during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. So if that is true, and this is on their very own website, and I left their website name right up the top of your screen so you can go fact check me. Make sure you're educated and know that I'm not lying. Right? So I'm just trying to figure out, once again, if VADA's own website is stating that the only time they test is during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight, then how is it 24/7, 365 testing? Where did this program come from? That's what I'm asking. That's all it is. Like, for example, let me put this back on your screen and play the excerpt of what I actually said on January the 4th, 2025 of this year, so we can be on the same page. Now, somebody might say they don't believe. Somebody might say, oh, you hating again, Manager Marty. Somebody might say that you telling people 24/7, 365 testing through VADA is a hoax and fake news. You're starting to form a false narrative. Well, let's listen to Dr. Margaret Goodman, what she told me a few months after Victor Conti was here in 2024. March of 2024, between February and March of 2024. I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
And when you say out of competition, I've heard you mention that earlier. Out of competition is basically when the fighters or athletes in general are not competing. Maybe they're in training. Maybe they don't have a fight scheduled as of yet. Is that out of competition? That's the meaning of that? That's the meaning of it for all sports that are enrolled in testing, whether it's, track and field or whatever. But what VADA has, VADA doesn't have out of competition testing.
I guess I'm making that up too. What VADA has is VADA doesn't have out of competition testing. That's what she told me, y'all. The founder and CEO of VADA. That's what she told me. VADA doesn't have out of competition testing. So if VADA doesn't have out of competition testing, they only test 8 weeks prior to a fight, then why are all of a sudden they putting Devin Haney on their website? Go on and look at your screen. I showed you this in the last live when we talked about this, but I'm going to show you again. Why did they put Devin Haney, and I circled it for you so that you can know I did my homework. Why would they put Devin Haney on their website and include the words year-round enrolled fighters? That's what I'm asking. Don't get mad at me. Okay? That's what she said. That's what VADA did. They claimed that Devin Haney enrolled in year-round testing. Look at the bottom of your screen. It says that Devin Haney enrolled in November of 2024, November 14th, 2024. Did y'all see that on the bottom of your screen? Go on and look at it. Don't get mad at us. Just look at it. I'm not being negative. I'm being positive. Look at it. They said Devin Haney enrolled November 14th, 2024. But they waited all the way till January. Go and look at your screen. They waited all the way till January the 2nd, 2025, 2 months later, just to say that they welcomed them in their 24/7, 365 program. No, what really happened is Devin Haney wasn't enrolled. Let me show my face. Let me show it. I stand on what I say. Devin Haney wasn't enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing. They said he was enrolled. Listen, don't get mad at me. I'm going to put it on the screen again. VADA's website states that Devin Haney enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing. That's what they said on November 14th, 2024, right? But Bill Haney has been on multiple platforms, like the one he was on in an interview with Vlad TV. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when he did that Vlad TV interview? Remember? He said that Devin Haney was enrolled in 24/7, 365. I mean, that's what he said. Y'all remember when he went on The Art of Dialogue? That's what he said. But Bill Haney said that. Let me show my face again. Bill Haney said that Devin Haney was enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing way before November 14th of 2024. So who should we believe? VADA, who states that they're welcoming Devin Haney in January? And he's been enrolled since November 14th, 2024? Or should we believe Bill Haney, who's been saying that Devin has been enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing way before November of 2024? Or should we believe Victor Conti, who a year before that told me to my face that it's been difficult, he's been having a difficult time getting Devin Haney to enroll in 24/7, 365 testing, and he even said he offered to sponsor and pay for the testing on behalf of Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford, and they still would not do it? Or should we just believe Dr. Margaret Goodman, who y'all heard her say, the CEO and founder of VADA, tell me that VADA has no out-of-competition testing? Because what she told me seems like it's congruent, go on and look at your screen, with what their actual website states. And I'm going to read it again. Professional athletes will volunteer to be subject to unannounced testing at any time during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. We need answers. And you know why we're here today? Needing answers? I'm going to tell you in a second. Let me put this back on the screen, because I'm about to play an excerpt of what I said on January the 4th, 2025, literally 2 days. Go and look at your screen again. Look, 2 days after VADA put that tweet up, January 2nd, 2025, when they welcomed Devin Haney to this infamous 24/7, 365 program. I came out 2 days later. Go and look at your screen again, please. It's here. Bam. One more again. 2 days later on January 4th, 2025, and I conducted a live saying that 24/7, 365 testing through VADA was a hoax and fake news. And that's the only type of testing VADA is doing, then Dr. Margaret Goodman was telling the truth when she said that VADA doesn't have out-of-competition testing. So if VADA doesn't have out-of-competition testing, and they only test 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight, then that means there's no such thing as 365, 24/7 testing, correct? I mean, at least they know that they're going to be tested 8 weeks prior to the bout. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't tell a smart cheater that. I wouldn't publicize that. Because smart cheaters can know how to cycle on and cycle off these athletes with that synthetic testosterone, that EPO, that insulin, and that HGH. But who am I? I'm just a manager at Walmart. Who am I? I'm just a manager at Target. And I called out of work too today. I was supposed to be on the shopping carts outside today. That's why I thank y'all for your super chat. Now, I wish somebody would dispute that. Because I'm going to leave y'all with this last piece of evidence. Y'all ain't going to find this nowhere else. And if you do, you know where you got it from. Now check this out, Rick. Check this out. Let's go back to their website. Because I'm about to close the casket on all of this. Let's go back on there. Look. I'm going to read it again. So now we know that VADA doesn't have out-of-competition testing. Y'all heard the founder of VADA tell y'all that herself. Let's go back to the website of VADA. Professional athletes will volunteer to be subject to unannounced testing at any time during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. Y'all see that, right? Oh, I'm about to make this thing plain now. So if that's the case, that the 365 24/7 program. It says what I just read it said. Now, if they go and change it after the date, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We got the screenshots and we see what it says. Did y'all hear that? Y'all want me to play it again? No, just that last 5 seconds. I'm going to play that last 5 seconds again. I'm going to show you on your screen when I actually said those words. And I'm going to play it again. Here you go. Bam. 2 days after VADA put that tweet out and Victor Conti made that statement on X, formerly known as Twitter. They made those statements on January 2nd when they welcomed Devin Haney, saying he's the only professional boxer that's enrolled in this program in the world, by the way. 2 days later, I came back and debunked their myth on January 4th, 2025 in the entire live. Go back and watch it when you're done watching this show. I'm going to play the last 5 seconds because I want you to hear something. Let's go back to the website about it. Professional athletes will volunteer to be subject to unannounced testing at any time during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. Y'all see that, right? I'm about to make this thing plain now. So if that's the case, that the website, and by the way, VADA's website don't even say anything about a 365 24/7 program. It says what I just read it said. Now, if they go and change it after the date, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We got the screenshots and we see what it says. VADA's website don't even say anything about it. Hold on, go back. So if that's the case, yeah, that the website, and by the way, VADA's website don't even say anything about a 365 24/7 program. It says what I just read it said. Now, if they go and change it after the date, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We got the screenshots and we see what it says. Now, if they go back and change it, that don't have anything to do with me. We have the screenshots and we read what y'all just heard me say. That was my exact words. When did I say that again? Go and look at your screen now. Don't get mad at us. January the 4th, 2025. Now, isn't it amazing that when I said that on January the 4th, 2025, that if they update their website now, after this live go off, I don't have anything to do with that. Isn't it amazing? Because I have the evidence that before January the 2nd, I'm going to go back and show you the tweet so we all can be on the same page now. This is VADA on January the 2nd. Look at the date at the bottom of your screen. On January the 2nd of 2025, VADA said those words on your screen. They welcomed Devin Haney to our 24/7 365 program, right? Okay, the same day, January the 2nd, Victor Conti comes out and says Devin Haney is the only pro boxer in the world doing 24/7 365 drug testing. Now, go back a few months before that, look at what VADA put on their website. I circled it for you that Devin Haney is enrolled, is enrolled in 24/7 365 testing all year round. They claim that he enrolled on November the 14th, 2024. There's no documentation to prove this. This is just their website putting a picture up of Devin Haney. But that picture of Devin Haney doing year-round testing, allegedly enrolling in November 14, 2024, that wasn't put up there in November of 2024. This is what you see on your screen wasn't on their website in November 2024. What you see on your screen wasn't even up there on their website in December of 2024. Nor was it up there in the previous months, like October of 2024, September of 2024, August of 2024, July of 2024, June of 2024. What was up there in May of 2024? What was on their website? On VADA's website, I'm saying. Does anyone know? I have the proof. I'm going to put it up there on the screen in a second. What was up there between May and June of 2024 on their website as far as Devin Haney? Y'all still don't know? Okay, so what was really up there with Devin Haney on VADA's website? Look at your screen. Here you go. Bam. I circled it for you. Y'all see that? I'm going to read it to you. This was on their website. Y'all see that? Before January the 2nd of 2025, this was on VADA's website under Devin Haney's name. I'm going to read it to you if you can't see your screen. Devin Haney, June 1st, 2024. Congratulations to Devin Haney for successfully completing VADA through his May 20th, 2024 bout. The date was incorrect with the bout. It was April the 20th, 2024, because that's when he fought Ryan Garcia. So you mean to tell me there was no such thing as 24/7, 365 on June the 1st of 2024 when Devin Haney's picture was on their website? There was no such thing as 24/7, 365 testing through VADA in July, in August, in September, in October, even in November. They didn't post Devin Haney's picture up there in November when he actually allegedly enrolled on November the 14th, 2024, nor did they publish Devin Haney's picture up there in December of 2024. They waited the day of January the 2nd, 2025. Why? Because on December 30th, I made the videos and lives that said that 24/7, 365 was a hoax and fake news. And I replayed Dr. Mark Goodman's words back to the public. And then I replayed Victor Conti's words back to the public that they both told me. And guess what I realized earlier this morning? Go on and look at your screen. Now I'm going to play back what I said on January the 4th, 2 days after they tweeted that. I'm going to play back what I said so you can see what I said then. Listen again. Roll the tape.
Y'all see that, right? Oh, I'm about to make this thing plain now. So if that's the case, that the website, and by the way, VADA's website don't even say anything about a 365 24/7 program. It says what I just read it said. Now, if they go and change it after the day, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We got the screenshots and we see what it says.
So after manager Marty spoke on this on December 30th, 2024, all of a sudden now in January, 3 to 4 days later, guess what they did? They put Devin Haney's picture up there on their website and claimed that he was enrolled in November 14th, 2024. So if he was enrolled in November of 2024, why y'all wait till January of 2025 to say it and announce it and publicize it? VADA, Victor Conti, if he was enrolled, let me show it again. If Devin Haney was enrolled in November of 2024, then why would you wait, Victor Conti, until January 2nd to announce it and publicize it? You know why? Because on December 30th, Manager Marty came out and exposed the fact that 24/7 365 testing through VADA is a hoax and fake news. What was on their website from December 2024 all the way back to June 1st of 2024? I'm going to show you all again. Bam. That was on their website about Devin Haney from June 1st all the way to December of 2024. Not anything about 24/7 365 enrollment in November. And then long and behold, I'm going to replay my words again because I love the fact that you can hear me say it verbatim. When I said, now, if they go and update and change their website after this live on January 4th, hey, that don't have nothing to do with me. We have the screenshots and the evidence. I'm going to play that again while I put the new update on the website on your screen. Y'all see that, right? Oh, I'm about to make this thing plain now. So if that's the case, that the website, and by the way, VADA's website don't even say anything about a 365 24/7 program. It says what I just read it says. Now, if they go and change it after the day, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We got the screenshots and we see what it says. They went and updated their website after I said what I said on January the 4th. And there's the update. I circled it for you. That wasn't on VADA's website. That was not on their website. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I circled it for you. 24/7 365 fighter enrollment. That was after. That was after they posted that January 2nd tweet that I put on the screen. I'm going to put on the screen right now and again. That wasn't there. The only thing they had up of Devin Haney was his quote unquote testing for the Ryan Garcia fight. 7 months prior. Because they went back and they said June. There it is on your screen again, June 1st. You see that? I didn't even know I was prophesying when I said, now, if they go back and change their website after this live, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We have the screenshots, the proof, the evidence. They created a whole section known as 24/7 365 fighter enrollment. When Margaret Goodman, the founder, told us time and time again that they don't do out-of-competition testing. When do they test again? I'm going to put it back on your screen. They only test during the 8 weeks prior to a scheduled fight. Good God from Zion. Lord have mercy. My God. I have the loudest voice on YouTube in the boxing community. I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back. I don't care about fame and attention. That's not important to me. What's important to me is that we stand on integrity and truth. Now, why are they making all of these adjustments for little old me, the manager of shopping carts at Walmart, the manager at Target? Why are they all making these adjustments? Damage control, backpedaling, backsliding, backstepping, pivoting. Why are they doing all of that? Me. I'm nobody special. I'm just a YouTuber. I'm nobody. Why? If everything is on the up and up, If everybody's telling the truth, why do you have to keep coming back behind the truth and updating again? Why? What are y'all hiding over there? You know they all won't come back over and see me. And I don't have no disrespect for Dr. Margie Goodman. That's straight up. I got respect for Dr. Margie Goodman. I don't know about the rest of these clowns, but I'm just trying to figure out why they won't come back over and talk to me. See, my thing is, if I'm speaking against someone's company and I'm putting up all these screenshots, I would expect them to call me or see if they can come and give an explanation publicly, you know, to protect their image. You know what I mean? It's a company, it's a brand. They don't want to sit down and talk to me because they know there's certain questions that only someone that has intricate knowledge can ask them, and it will hold them accountable to answer it. And I get it. But I'm just trying to figure out, you can't have a 24/7, 365 program of testing when you don't test out of competition. Because 8 weeks prior to a fight is when basically you all facilitate the testing for the fighters, because the promoters are the ones who pay for, the promoters are the ones who pay for the testing. So if a fighter doesn't have any scheduled fight, then who's paying for this 365, 24/7 testing then? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's paying for it? Who paid for Devin Haney's? And why would Devin Haney enroll in January of 2025 when Victor Conti told me a year before that it was difficult for Devin Haney to enroll? He didn't want to enroll in 24/7, 365 testing. That's what Victor Conti told me. He said he offered Haney sponsorship to pay for the test, and Haney still declined. But yet and still, Bill Haney been running around here year after year telling people that Devin Haney was enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing. When VADA told us through their website, it's on your screen again, that Devin Haney enrolled on November 14, 2024. Why does everybody have why does everyone have conflicting stories? You see how I want to change my ebonics up? I can turn the light on and off either way. My point is, what's the conflicting stories for? Bill Haney saying one thing, Victor Conti saying another thing, VADA's website saying another thing, Dr. Margie Goodman saying another thing. Everybody is saying different things for the same program. They updated their website after my live went off. After they posted Devin Haney up there in January of this year, not in November of 2024 when he allegedly enrolled in it. They waited 2 months to talk. They waited 4 days after I talked about this on December the 30th, 2024, which was literally 1 year. I was doing a 1-year anniversary since Victor Conti came over to the platform, if some of y'all remember. That's why I did that live speaking on that in December of 2024. I guess since I've already did the first 3 words, which was roll the tape, I guess the last 3 words that I can leave everybody with: we need answers.